Hi everyone, welcome to Vishwablooms. So in this video, we'll be looking at Physics Optics Aim 3 Class 8 Physics Techno MCQs. So let's begin. So first we have clarity achievements. So let's see. First question. In a room having two adjacent walls and ceiling. Ceiling is the top part of the room. So these three are made up of mirror. He's telling that these three are made up of mirror. So how it is made, let's see. Like I have drawn the adjacent with black and ceiling with red. Okay, so now these are all made up of plane mirrors, he told. One thing he mentioned, that is plane mirrors, right? So now we have to find out the answer. MAQ here is written, that is multiple answer type question. Okay, so first option, let's see. A option, maximum number of images on an object formed are 7. Yes, that is true. So option A is correct. Next, maximum number of images of himself of a person can see is 6. Yeah, because he cannot see one image, right? So how many images a person can see himself is 6. So B is also correct. Next, all images are erect. Yes, that is also right. And all images are virtual also. So all are correct. Next, second question is also MAQ. In case of three plane mirrors meeting at a point to form corner of cube, if incident light suffers one reflection on each mirror, then what is the answer? So emergent ray is anti-parallel to the incident one. That is correct. Yes, A is correct. And then we have B, C as wrong answers and D is the right one. The emergent ray is in opposite phase with the incident ray. So it is going to be opposite, right? So that's what A and D. Okay, are the answers. Next, third one, if you see, a plane mirror reflecting a ray of incident light is rotated through an angle theta about an axis through the point of incidence. So now here what they has given is reflected ray is rotated by theta he has given. So then what is the axis through which the point of incidence is there? So obviously the reflected ray will rotate to an angle 2 theta. When incident ray is rotated to an angle theta, reflected ray will be rotated to an angle 2 theta. It is there in the theory part of the chapter synopsis. Right, so that's the correct option. Right, so C is right one answer. And also D is also correct only because here incident ray will be fixed. Okay, so C and D. When a plane mirror is rotated to an angle theta, the reflected ray turns an angle to theta. Then the size of the image will be remaining the same. There won't be any change in the size of image. So C. A ray of light is incident on plane mirror which makes an angle theta with the horizontal and the deviation angle produced by the mirrors. We have seen this derivation also, right? So answer is 2 theta. We know that. So option B. Okay. Next we have silver package. First question, if 360 by theta is equal to 4.3, then what is number of images formed? So number of images formed is generally 360 by theta only, no? That only we'll use, right? So what here we have to do? This is the answer. So 4 is the answer, D. Okay, because the formula is actually 2 pi by theta, right? So 2 pi is nothing but 2 into 180. 180 is nothing but 360 by theta. So he has given 360 by theta as 4.3. This is nothing but already number of images only, right? So as it can't be in decimal form, we are just taking the numeric part. I hope that is clear to you all. So option is D. Next, let's see the second question in this. Now silver package, second question we are seeing. This question, what it is given, let's see. A ray of light is incident on a plane mirror at an angle of incidence 30 degree. The deviation produced by the mirror is. So we have to find the angle of deviation. Angle of incidence is given 30 degree. So we have to find the angle of deviation. So how do you find? Generally we have that formula, right? We have seen the derivation also. 180 minus 2i is the formula for finding the angle of deviation. So here I is nothing but angle of incidence, right? So angle of incidence, we all know this. So we are going to do that only. Okay, so let's substitute in this. So d is equal to 180 minus 2 into I is 30. D is equal to 180 minus 2 into 3 is 6 and 0 as it is. D is equal to 180 minus 60 is nothing but 120. Right, so this is the answer, option D. Okay, next question, let's see third one. An object is placed symmetrically between two plane mirrors inclined at an angle of 30 degree. Then the total number of images formed is. So object is placed symmetrically, it seems. Okay, so symmetrically it is placed, and the angle inclined, what is the theta? Angle inclined is nothing but theta, right? So theta is 30 degree, it seems, and we have to find the number of images. So when it is symmetrical, then we have to use this formula. We all know this, right? So let's use this formula. N is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1. Now we know what is theta, right? And pi is nothing but, pi value always remember, in optics it is 180 degree. Okay, pi value is 180 degree, remember that. Okay, one second. Yeah, so we're done. Let's solve this. So n is equal to 2 into what is pi, 180 degree, divided by theta is 30 minus 1. Okay, now then what we have, 180 into 2 is 360 by 30 minus 1. 0 0 cancel, 3 ones are 3 13s are, and n is equal to 13 minus 1, sorry, 12 threes, right? So 12 here, 12 threes is 36. Yeah, so n is equal to 12 minus 1 and n is equal to 11. So the number of images formed are 11. So option is C. Okay, next fourth one, what we have is calculate the deviation suffered by a ray which is incident on a plane horizontal mirror at 60 degree. It is incident. Okay, so alpha, this is alpha, right? So we are considering alpha as 60 degree, and what is the angle of deviation? So when you have alpha, you can directly use this formula, right? The angle of deviation is equal to 2 alpha. So angle of deviation D is equal to 2 into 60 degree. D is equal to 120 degree. Done. So that is nothing but angle of deviation in option D. Next, fifth one we have, here two mirrors are inclined at an angle of 45 degree. So theta is equal to 45 degree, and the point object is placed between two mirrors. The number of images formed is, so number of images you have to find, you have to use this formula, right? You know. Now n is equal to, pi value already I told you, you have to take it as 180 degree, right? So n is equal to 2 into 180 degree divided by theta is 45 minus 1, right? Now you can simply cancel this out. 9 2s are 9 zeros, 9 5s are 45, 5 1s are 5 4s. N is equal to 2 4s are is 8, 8 minus 1. N is equal to 7, which is option D. Okay, yeah, we are done with this also. Now sixth one, it's a passage type of question. Now read the passage carefully to answer the question. So read that passage first. Okay, now if two plane mirrors are kept at an angle theta with each other, then the number of images of a point object kept between these two will be n is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1 if 2 pi by theta is even. We have used this formula just now, right? In the previous two questions also we have used this formula. objects kept asymmetrically between the mirrors. Otherwise 2 pi by theta, and then always take odd numbers. Here, even when object is kept symmetrically between two mirrors, then n is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1. So we have seen this already. We have solved some problems also in the previous questions. That is only there in the entire passage. Okay, next let's see the first question. If the position of object is asymmetrical with respect to two mirrors, number of images formed is given. In the passage only we can find out the answer, right? So it's option D. That is nothing but we have to use the formula 2 pi by theta minus 1. Okay, it's there in passage only. Next, second question. Number of images formed when n is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1 when object is kept in between the mirrors. So when it is this case, the number of images formed are option D actually. Okay, so both A and B. So what is the option A? In asymmetrical position, 2 pi by theta is even in asymmetrical position, and in symmetrical position. So it is in symmetrical position. Third question. Here, when theta is equal to 0, the number of images formed is R. So when theta is equal to 0 degree, there are infinite images going to be formed. So infinity. Next, fourth question. A light ray strikes on a horizontal plane mirror and it gets deviated by pi by 3. So it gets deviated by pi by 3. You can see here I have drawn the image on the paper and kept it here. Okay. By what angle should be the mirror fitted so that the reflected ray becomes vertical? So by what angle? By what angle? Okay. By what angle? That theta, what is that? You have to find out so that the reflected ray becomes vertical. So we need reflected ray in vertical form. Vertical means like this. Okay. So here if you see this mirror, vertical for this is this, right? So we need a reflected ray, something which is vertical. Okay. Sorry. Yes, correct. Okay. Now this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Correct. Okay, so how do you find this? So now here he told that it is deviated by pi by 3 degree. Pi by 3 degree. So now how do you find out? We are using the formula D is equal to 180 minus 2i. 2i is nothing but incident ray. So incident ray is always equal to reflected ray. Remember this, that's why I wrote it in the bracket. Now if I wanted to write the 180 to RHS and bring out this to LHS, right? So I want to bring all this D and I to one side. Now what I can do? So I can write D plus 2i is equal to 180 degree. Am I correct? So just I sent this minus 2i to LHS. That's it. Okay. Now I is nothing but R I told. So now if I have 2i is nothing but I plus I only, right? Now instead of 1i I want to write 1i and 1r. I can do it, right? Yes, obviously I can do it because both are equal. Both are the same thing, right? So that's now D plus I plus R is equal to 180 degree. Correct. Now we know only D, that is 60 degree. Right, so let's write that I plus R plus 60 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now I plus R, instead of writing that I plus I only, I'll write, let it be 2I only. So because we can easily get to know. Okay, so I'm writing it as I plus I only. 2I is equal to 180 minus 60 is nothing but 120. Now what is I? It's nothing but 60 degree. Am I correct? I is how much? 60 degree. So I'll write here. I is 60 degree. That is nothing but R is also 60 degree. because I is equal to R. Now, what is theta? So, 2 theta is nothing but pi by 3. So, when these mirrors are rotated by an angle theta, the reflected ray will be rotated by 2 theta. So, that's why I have written 2 theta is equal to pi by 3. Now, why did I write pi by 3? See, incident ray is 60 degrees. 60 degrees is nothing but pi by 60. Sorry, pi by theta generally you will write, right? So, now pi is 180. 180 by 3 is how much? 60 degree. That's why instead of writing 60 directly I have written pi by 3. That's clear, I hope. Okay. Pi is 180, right? Just put 180 there. Now 180 by 3 is 60. Okay. Now theta is equal to pi by 3 into 2. Now theta is equal to pi by 6 is the answer. Okay. Option is D. Okay. Now we will see the next question. Okay. Two mirrors. So two mirrors, AB is like this, something like this, and we have one more, that is CD. AB, CD, and there is a point O. Okay. They are arranged along two parallel lines. The maximum number of images of object O that can be seen by any observer is. By any observer, if he is here or anywhere, like in the field of view, he can see infinite images of the object. So option is D. So we have completed the sixth question, passage type of question, and let's move on to the gold package. So now let's look at the gold package question. 9 images are noticed for an object placed in front of two plane mirrors inclined at an angle theta, then the value for theta is. So there are two plane mirrors like this, okay. Now they are inclined at an angle theta, it seems, and the number of images formed are 9. So how do we have to find the theta? So how do we find the theta is using the formula n is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1, because these are symmetrically placed. Okay. So using this formula, let's do it. N is 9, so 9 is equal to 2 pi. 2 into 180 is 360 by theta minus 1. Now minus 1 I am going to send to LHS. So 9 plus 1, 10 is equal to 360 by theta. Now theta is equal to 360 by 10. Theta is equal to 36 degree. Okay, and that is option B. So that's only the gold package. Now let's look at the platinum package, which is the 8th question. Now two plane mirrors are inclined at an angle 70. That is only given actually. What he has given? He has given you two plane mirrors are inclined at an angle 70. That's it. And a ray incident on one mirror at an angle theta. Then one ray has incidented at an angle of theta, it seems. Okay, so incident ray and reflected ray will be same. Now that ray again will get reflected into the second mirror, right? After reflection falls on the second mirror and is reflected from the parallel to the first plane mirror. So it has gone like this, parallel to the first plane mirror. So the reflected ray of the first mirror, reflected ray is there, no? It will be the second. It will be the incident ray for the second mirror. This is the second mirror, right? Now this mirror, this ray, when it is getting incidenting on the, I'll change the color. Wait, you people can't understand. Yeah. Now this is there, no? This got incidented on the second mirror. Okay. This ray, when it is incidenting on the second mirror, the reflected ray for this is parallel to the first mirror. This reflected ray is there, no? It is parallel to the first mirror. That is what is given. Okay, that means these two are parallel to each other. Okay, remember that, because based on that only we are going to solve the entire question. So that diagram actually I have drawn neatly on a sheet of paper, and I have selected it here. inserted it here. Okay, so let's see the diagram from here only. Okay, yeah. So first, here two plane mirrors are there and it is inclined at an angle 70. Then remaining angles and all I have marked, right? So how was I able to do that? I'll say you now. First, when we have a transversal line between any two parallel lines, these two angles are equal. These are known as corresponding angles. So corresponding angles of any two parallel lines are equal. Okay, so now based on this figure in this picture, these two are parallel, we know. Sorry, these two are parallel, we know. Now this angle, when we know it as a 70, and this one will be also 70, because one interior angle and one exterior angle on same side of the transversal are equal. They are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are always equal. Okay, so in your mathematics you should be learning this by this time, lines and angles chapter. Okay, so those two angles will be equal. Now this is 70 and this will also be 70. I have written it already, so no need to mention it again. Okay, now keep that to side. You understood why 70 came there. Now 70 is there here. No, now here also it is going to be 70. Now the reason for that will be vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, that will be the reason. Now for everything you write reasons. Okay, I cannot write reasons for everything here. Okay, yeah, so that now you understood why here also it is 70, right? These two 70s you understood. Okay, now time for knowing what are these 20s. Now you know that this is 70 and this 2 you don't know. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, right? So first and foremost thing what you will get to know is, you will not know this, right? So you will think that this is y and this is also y. Okay, now this is 70 plus 2y, right? This entire angle is nothing but 70 plus 2y. That and this angle and this angle are going to be supplementary, because interior angles on same side of the transversal are supplementary. Remember that. Okay, so interior angles on same side of the transversal are supplementary. Now this is y and this is also y. So 70 plus 2y plus 70 is equal to 180 degree. Supplementary is 180 degree. Okay, now 70 plus 70 is 140 plus 2y is equal to 180. 2y is equal to 180 minus 140. 2y is equal to 40. Y is equal to 20. So got it? Now the reflected ray, incident ray and final ray, you got it. That is 2020. Okay, so that also I have written. Now you understood why this is 70, why this is 20, why this is 70. All this you understood. Now what we have to find? This theta we have to find. Okay, theta is was the angle which we have to find. Now these many angles we know. Now can we find out theta? Yes, we will obviously make an attempt to find out what is theta. Okay, now first and foremost thing, this angle we didn't know, right? This angle also we'll try to find. How we will find? This is a triangle. So by using the angle sum property of triangle, 70 plus 70 plus, I have taken x, right? So let me take it as x only, is equal to 180 degree. 70 plus 70 is 140 plus x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 minus 140, that is nothing but 40. So that's what, it's 40. Now that also you can just copy it down. Okay, yeah. Now you know why this is 70, 20, 20, 70 and 40. Now only thing is to find out what is theta. So this is 40 and this one you have to find theta. Now first and foremost thing is that this is normal. We all know that this is the normal to the plane mirror. So normal to the plane mirror is obviously 90 degree. Yes or no? Yes, we have seen so multiple times. I have explained you that. So this angle plus this angle is nothing but 90 degree. Am I right or wrong? Yes, because it is the normal n. So I am going to simply add them up. 40 plus theta is equal to 90 degree. Why you will write this, right? Complementary. So you should write that reason, complementary. Or else normal to that is 90 degree. Generally normal is 90 degree. That's why we are adding it up and making 90. Theta is equal to 90 minus 40 degree. Theta is equal to 50 degree, which is option A. So it was quite lengthy, and you can just write the solution from the beginning. You can just make a good note of it. Okay. So this is the answer. Theta is 50 degree. So that's all for the video. Do like, share, subscribe to Vishwablooms. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Don't forget to click the bell icon. See you in the next video. Until then, keep watching Vishwablooms. Bye.